Hello everyone, it's me, the Fallen 835, and I'm back for another review. But before I get into that, quick updates on what I've been up to. Not much, to be honest. Your 13 Transformers of 2013 is still to come. I'm still making it. It's tipping it down with rain outside, if you can hear that, absolutely chucking it down. So I thought it'd be nice to do a review. I've been playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic again. Very good game actually on PC. Highly recommend it if you're a fan of Star Wars. And I took a Star Wars test earlier this morning to see which character I'm more like in Star Wars. I don't normally do these tests things because, yeah, I'm not normally like that. But I took it and I'm the Emperor, apparently. So make of that what you will. But today I will be taking a look at the Star Wars The Official Fact Files Part 2. Yeah, I did review the first issue last time, and I am impressed with the second issue. Now, there are a couple of things that I will get onto about this collection that I've noticed after looking at the first issue and the second issue again, but I'll get into that. So let's take a look at the actual issue itself. So here is the second issue, and as we can see it has Yoda, Commander Cody and the X-Wing on the front. Again, really nice material that these magazines are made out of, a glossy finish to them, really nice in fact. And yeah, this issue is pretty good for a second issue. We have the hunt for the droid, so we've got the scene from episode 4, you know, these aren't the droids you're looking for. That takes up like 4 pages worth of information. Again, lovely images, really nicely detailed. We then have 4 pages on the droid tri-fighters. I really do like droid ships from Star Wars, like your AT-ATs, your Hellfire droids, your droid tri-fighters, and your dwarf spider droids. So I absolutely love it that we have 4 pages worth of information about it. It is pretty impressive, and it's not only from the films as well. Because these ships only appeared in episode 3, we've also got images here from the Clone Wars, which is good about this collection because one thing I didn't say about this collection before was that it is a reprint / updated version of one that was released in 2001. However, this has got more information because when the first collection came out in 2001, episode 3 hadn't released and neither had the Clone Wars, so it was missing a lot of content. So yeah, moving on, we also have a section about Clone Commander Cody, which again is Clone Wars and wouldn't have been in the previous collection, which is nice. We have 4 pages of that. Loads of nice images from the Clone Wars there. Lots about his personality. Really nice again. And again, the last page of him is sort of a profile picture of him. Really nice. And then we go on to Yoda, and we have about 4 pages of Yoda. And we also have 3 bits like this, which I think they're annoying. So yeah, Yoda, we've got that page. We have 2 pages here of Yoda, Jedi Council. And then, again, Yoda, his life, basically. And, again, Yoda, episode 1. Of course, you'll probably get multiple files about a certain character like Yoda because his history is so depth. He's done so much within the Star Wars universe that you can't put it into one fact file. But that's quite good, actually, because then it means we're getting of worth. This collection, once it's finished, will be worth it. And then we've got Hoth for our planets this issue. Really nice, actually. Didn't think we'd get Hoth until later on in the series. Again, it's from Empire Strikes Back, my favourite film. Well, favourite of the original 3 anyway. So yeah, there we are. Tauntauns and Hoth and AATs. Really nice, actually. And the Wampa. And we've also got Mustafar. We have 2 planets in this section. We've got Mustafar as well. But Mustafar is only 2 pages. It's only actually 1 page because it is double-sided, which is quite a shame. Considering we got like 2 of those for Hoth, which I don't know why. And then for weapons and electronics, we've got Electro Staff, used by the Magna droids, General Grievous' bodyguards, and also the Dugs in the Clone Wars. And you've got a nice section in there of the inside of one of these Magna sticks. Quite nice, really nice. And then the bit again I like, we have the ship for the end. It's the Incom T-65 X-Wing. So I'll show you the schematic first because the schematic is brilliant. I absolutely love these schematics that they're putting in here. Really nice. I do love the ships of the Star Wars universe. They are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then of course we have a fold out picture on the other side of the X-Wing, like so. And we also have an end picture, which is a episode 3 picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter against some Tri-Droids. If you remember last issue, this was Jango Fett and Obi-Wan fighting in the asteroid field from episode 2. So it's interesting that we're getting different scenes at the end of these folders from the different films. Now, the one thing that I have to say about this collection, which has bugged me a lot, you'll notice that here there is no holes, basically, but when you open the folder up and you look at the individual files themselves, you notice that they've got holes. Now, this is for the binder, which you do get in the second issue, and I'll show in a minute. However, you can't put the actual sleeve into the binders, which is annoying, because these sleeves are actually really nice. They have some nice artwork and nice design work on them, but you can't put them into the folder. So you're going to have to either store them or just chuck them away, which is such a shame, because if you look at something like the DVD files of Doctor Who, the holes were punched right through, so you could keep the outside bits as well, which I did. Which is such a shame, to be honest, because this really nice, and I mean it's the outside covers that are made of this lovely texture, this lovely glossy work. It's such a shame, to be honest. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Who knows, maybe in the future they'll start making issues with the holes pinned through, but I can see why they've done it. I mean, it would sort of ruin this nice effect that the sleeve has, this nice sort of finished, polished effect. But still, come on, give us something to put these outside bits in, like a folder or I don't know, like a cardboard folder where you can put them in, like, just something really. And then obviously on the back we've got what's coming next issue, Han Solo, General Grievous, all that good stuff. And what's in this issue, quite cool. Again, it comes with all this rubbish, this subscriptions, and get yours from your local newsagents. It's going to be out so many weeks. But the big thing of issue 2 is the folder, which I have to say is absolutely lovely. It's got a bit of a dent, which I'm a bit worried about. Slightly dusty, but that can come off. But it is absolutely wonderful. And here it is. As you can see, it's a Stormtrooper. It is a Stormtrooper in this really lovely finish folder. You've got like number 1 of Star Trek fact files. You have the Stormtrooper's head on the back of it. It's really nicely done. If you fold it out all the way, you've got this lovely sort of image that wraps around it like so. These are beautiful folders. Compared to something like Doctor Who DVD files, in which the folders were quite cheap. They weren't that well made, and to be honest, they weren't as nicely finished as this. It's just lovely to have these sort of folders, and if you do look at the first issue, you see that you're going to get a lot of these folders if you do continue this collection. There's one with Darth Vader on, there's one with, I think, Luke or Rebel on, so it's interesting, but this is just lovely finish, and it gets better because inside you have printed detail. On this side you've got the galaxy map, which we had a huge fold out for in issue 1, and this side you have the timeline, which again we saw in issue 1 with our sort of this is your collection. And it's wonderful because never in a collection have I known that binders to have printed actual stuff on the inside of them, which is brilliant because it just adds to the effect. And again, these are what I mean by the clips. These clips go into the actual individual files when you're going to put them apart. But again, you can't do that with the folders, the covers. But it's just lovely, absolutely lovely. Again, it's got a lovely finished texture. It's just brilliant. And considering that this was only $2.99, which is the regular price of these, it's worth it. $2.99, you get a folder, a really lovely binder, really nice, and you get a second issue with quite a lot of interesting facts in, and certain fact files that I didn't think we would get yet. Saying that, however, it's still a worry that again, like after so many issues, you won't be able to get them in news agencies, and it will end up like a lot of the other subscriptions in which you're going to have to either subscribe to the actual company itself, or you're going to have to get them regularly from your newsagents. Now, that works for some people. It works for me, I can do that. But for other people, it might not work just as well. If you're a casual collector of these, then it won't work as well. So that is a problem. But at the moment, I'm still enjoying this collection. Issue 2, a great issue, a great binder. I would still recommend you pick it up. Hopefully, D'Agostini will do something about the actual covers of each issue, where we put them. But that will be something that they won't do right now. They'll do it several years down the line, I'm sure. But again, really nice second issue. Lovely stuff you get with it. I'm enjoying this collection so much. I'm in the Star Wars mood at this sort of time, so I'm really loving these collections. And again, they're becoming weekly now. The next issue is on sale next week, which is strange because the gap between the first and the second issue was a fortnight. So for some odd reason now they're going weekly. I don't know why. It's strange. And of course, next issue we get our divider cards for the actual thing. So I'm not going to start splitting up the actual magazines until I get issue 3. I'm sure I'll do a video on like showing you where each stuff goes, but I'm not going to do that yet. But that has been it. Thanks for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've watched it, thanks very much. Like, comment, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I should be doing the Transformers 13 of 2013 soon, so look out for that. Until then, goodbye from me. Enjoy your day, guys. See ya.